Hey guys, Dan from Next Venture Motorsports, and I gotta tell you, we have taken a ton of skids off of JLs, JTs, and Broncos, and JKs, and I can't give these things away. They're gonna go in the scrap bin. But we've learned a few things about skid plates over the past few years, and something fun that we did a few months back is we kind of played with a few different alloys or materials that we were considering making our next generation of skid plate out of. And as you might already know, we've got a new generation of skid plates that we recently released. But we had a lot of fun along the way, and I wanted to show you guys kind of what went into our, I want to call it a test. We're just going to call it the material throwdown. Repeatability, scientifically speaking, you're going to observe some things in our video and go, huh, yeah, it's really hard to hit the same place twice when you're, 30, 40 feet up in the air. And
oh my God!
We're just not that good at bowling, I guess. But a few things are very clear from these tests or from the throwdown. All right, so we were on the quest to find the very best material for a skid system. And you'll notice I've got a whole lot of aluminum on the table behind me here for test pieces. And you might be asking yourself, is aluminum really the best choice for a skid system? Is UHMW really going to help you distribute impact or soften the blow on the trail? Well, we've got a lot of good questions to answer. Like, what are we measuring? What are we even doing here? What kind of force are you putting into the skid systems? And is that analogous to what you'd see on the trail? We've got some numbers to run over, but I really just want to dive right into the test right now. So we'll come back to all of that at the end. So hang out to the end of the video if you want to go over some of that. Just recording what we all think is going to happen.
Well, yeah. I think the actual bowling ball is going to do better for the test on the aluminum because there's no sharp points on it. It's just a sphere.
And it's, it's going to be a little softer than steel, so I think it's going to absorb a little bit more. So I still think the steel is not going to break that ball.
I'll put $20 on it. You in? $20 on steel breaking ball?
Oh, then never mind.
So we almost need like a bowling ball. Oh,
Holder.
yep. I would just zero it out from there.
How do you do that? Oh, there we go. 15. Yeah, let's grab one more.
Why don't we get a little smarter and just move skid? Yeah,
I got your balls.
Can you take your balls elsewhere, John?
So our first test is going to be known as the high dive. And this is just, this is not a scientific test. We're just going to see how far Tyler can send this duck. We're going to find out.
Go team 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ready for drop testing. Going up. Alright, well, level with the roof. I feel like that's plenty.
I don't know how high you are.
Oh, tighten up.
You guys are lean back, so you can just go.
Huh?
You're not going to tip over. It takes a lot to tip that.
I know. 3, 2, 1. That's sort of the highest point 7 feet.
What did it do? It dented.
I think I hit it like smack right here.
It ripped through that weld.
Yeah, that's... So my diff bomb prevails then. First test is going to be on bare 5052 aluminum. We'll be dropping 3 things in concession. 14-pound bowling balls, 24-pound pavers, and then the diff bomb at 28 pounds. I'm gonna hit the same spot every single time from 40 feet.
How do we know when we're at 40 feet?
when it stops.
So this ended up being a little bit more of a practice because these first 3 tests hits weren't going to be very repeatable. The hardware on the test stand was actually beginning to fail, and we wanted this to be repeatable throughout the day for the remaining materials. We got some data, had some practice measuring. Ultimately, though, we threw out this data and cut ourselves a new piece of 5052 aluminum, redid how everything was attached, and essentially modified the test stand to something that we were able to keep for the rest of the day and left us with something repeatable. All right, so everything we've done to this point has been practice. We have standardized what the test is going to look like, standardized hardware, torque for assembly, and our soccer team is set. And we have a standardized height now too.
Off-road mode, because it's an off-road job.
And we're going to find out what that is. But first we're going to go over the weights.
Material, we're going to be dropping 3 things on. 14-pound bowling balls until they explode. Then we have 24-pound, consistent 24-pound pavers. And then the piece de la resistance is the diff bomb.
Oh man.
That's 40 pounds of awesomeness.
That's all American steel right there.
So, first test is 5052 bare aluminum. Let's do it.
Going up.
This is 20 feet, bro.
That's fine.
How do we measure it?
It's half the height.
All right, let's pass up a measuring device then. Here.
By the computers.
You just hold that one for now.
It'd probably be easier just to throw that thing up there. Are you gonna Randy Johnson that thing?
Jesus Christ, yeah, where are you going?
Thinking about the art.
Oh.
Ethan's got the Randy Johnson muscles going on there.
What the fuck? Shit. Yeah, why isn't that? What are those muscles for? Why is that ball moving? Here's the problem. So I'm just gonna go down. Well, we can go up 5 more feet. No. Alright, first drop test. 50-52 with a bowling ball. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so we'll measure.
375, 3/8 exactly.
Wow, 3/8 of an inch.
24 pounds center for paper. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then this is our, what do you call that, paper?
523.
Oh, yeah!
Team is clear.
Alright, this is gonna be a 3-2-1. Sorry, that was my bad. Alright. This bomb, 40 pounds up, 50-50. 3, 2, 1, drop it. Oh, money shot! My bottom plate worked. You can see exactly where it is.
All right, so that was our 50-52 bare metal test. The next thing that we want to investigate is what does this piece look like if you put UHMW over it first. So we're going to repeat the same series of tests in the same order with the same objects with a new identical piece of 50-52 that happens to have UHMW on it.
The full front over there. Definitely need to bag it up.
One more curiosity. curiosity we have is when you unbolt something like this that's been hit, how much more does it move around when you relieve the tension?
For the middle, because I'm shooting a little far, I'm going to do it.
Have to duck. 1.16.
So
100 thou.
yeah, we're talking almost an eighth of an inch more
Just about.
just from unbolting it.
What I'll do is just take a step back instead of moving this whole thing.
that'll
It's
work.
pretty well planted.
This one's not going to start excellent. Well, is this a valid way to measure this?
Now Jacob brought up a really good point here as we were putting in the second skid panel here with the UHMW plastic on it. It hasn't even been hit and it's got a little bit of a bow in it. So what he decided to do was grab a measurement prior to any impacts occurring, and that way we know what our baseline is. And we repeated this for the rest of the day with the UHMW as well as 6061, the 7075, and the A36, and started looking for that delta. I think it hit there.
I think it did hit there.
How's it feel on the backside?
I mean, I feel like the indentation, but it feels about the same.
Huh.
It's close.
Okay.
It's probably slightly different, but it's close. 0.356.
Okay.
That's also starting from 0.13, whatever I've got written there. So it's really only a delta of about 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch. Okay. That's not bad. Admittedly, it took us a minute to figure all of this out and kind of get into our groove, but from here, things started going a lot faster.
3, 2, 1.
Well, at least he's consistent. He hit the same spot.
I don't know about measuring that one because that's just like cut through the UHMW, but we could measure it.
Let's measure. Yeah, let's measure it to have it.
Yeah, 0.843. Touch higher, 0.816.
0.816 without a cut.
Correct.
Hold it. Safety. Cool. All right, 3, 2, 1.
0.28. Oh.
0.28.
Yep.
So what's our delta?
About 1/8 of an inch.
And 3, 2, 1.
0.451.
And you already zeroed out the thickness?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Dip on in 3, 2, 1. Damn it!
Yeah, you got the cross member again.
0.540.
540. And that was zeroed. Just got there, Jacob.
That's 7075. I think.
All right, Carol. Old 13-pound Carol is coming down. In 3, 2, 1. Dead nuts.
Where did it hit?
I think it like hit right here.
Okay. I can watch the replay.
I have no idea. I can't feel it at all. See it. Oh, and now that I know where it is, I can feel it.
Okay.
That's probably my best shot of the day.
All right. I think you measured pretty close to that.
You literally couldn't see it at all. But it's this mark right there.
That's the mark?
That's the mark.
Bowling ball.
That's Carol's forehead.
Carol. Don't know why we named bowling ball Carol.
0.150.
And that's zeroed out.
That is zeroed on the 1/4 inch.
0.150.
Yep.
And what did it measure at the beginning?
I can get you the exact number. 0.060.
0.060.
Yep.
So we moved it 0.09? 0.09. With that kind of measurement, it's almost like it just got the skid to settle.
Yep.
That's wild.
And 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's. Oh! Can you see that one?
Woo! Yeah, you can tell where that one hit.
Oh, broke another mount.
Damn it! I told you that's taking all the shock load.
It's still holding it.
Man, that bounced that paver.
A long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just took it like nothing.
Alright, so we're still zeroed on the 1/4 inch. 0.206.
So subtract a 16th to get
Yep.
the delta.
So, yep.
So circle that. That's our paver. That was a 23.8 pounder,
Yes.
24 pounds roughly.
4.
And measurement was 0.206, delta of
146.
146.
Yeah.
Alright, this one's the money shot for all the marbles. Go, Jamama! Hey John, you see this? It's real heavy. I'm gonna drop it. Clear?
Clear.
40-pound dip bomb on 3075. Coming in. And 3, 2, 1.
Hold.
Please remove it so we can come down.
It's stuck.
Sorry, you guys live up there now.
Hit any hydraulics or anything? No. Or am I good to come
You're-
down now? No. Okay, we're coming down instantly.
All right. Diff bomb.
Actually, hold on 1 second. There's a big washer sitting here. I don't know where it's from.
That's fine.
What is it?
It's been there all day.
Has it? All right. Oh yeah, it's got a dust spot on it. Go ahead.
Take it clear of his
Yeah, you're good. Okay. Zeroed on the 1/4 inch again. So this barely moved at all. .202.
What? No.
Damn, that bounced.
Meaning our delta is
142.
142.
Less than 3/16 of an inch.
That's the strongest one we've had.
It's still got a little bowie bow. Definitely. Up front.
Oh yeah, but where's your crater? Where's your deformation into the fuel tank or cell?
God, it barely scratched it. Jesus. Yeah, I guess you can't see that first one.
Yeah.
No.
That's funny.
I think this is what I would run underneath my rig. I wouldn't have guessed that all of these have been through the same test. You can hardly even tell this one was hit if it weren't for what got left behind on top of it. Did your pants rip?
I brought the stretchy ones so they don't rip.
0.102. It's a lot of inches.
0.102?
Especially for you.
Okay. This might be Carol's last trip.
This might, oh, this is where the money comes in, remember. In 3, 2, 1. Damn, Carol, you're a stiff bitch.
He's too.
Treehouse of terror. Anyways, measurements.
.275.
0.275.
0.275 and 0 to quarter.
So that moved a little more than there, 70-75.
Yep.
All right, 24 pounds of probably asbestos-filled concrete to that John's house. Everybody clear? 3, 2, 1. Damn, those are heavy blocks, bud.
This one, I think those are your two biggest spots.
Yep.
But say 4 pavers, 4 paver spots.
That one we're at .186.
Bunch of nerds.
So 186 is
Yeah,
our
186 I think a pretty good measurement.
okay. So our delta would be
.084.
0.084.
I like multiple.
Stop shaking this thing, nerd. See some sparks, baby. Dip, pounder. 3, 2, 1.
I think it just
Yeah.
does it have a sensor on these two spring-loaded guys?
Yeah, that's what actually these are. These will pop up when that comes out.
Oh,
That kicked it in.
you're alive, aren't you?
What?
You're alive, aren't you?
Are we good?
We're not on the ground.
What happened?
I think it just hit one of the spring things and kicked that piece in.
It thought that it was coming down.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm pretty okay.
That one.
Pretty okay.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
.542.
That's okay.
You guys are like only halfway up.
0.542.
It's more than half.
Oh, move.
For the railing.
Diff bomb.
My head is almost 30.
40 pounds. 0.542.
Yep.
So our delta will be 0.44. So we were on a mission to find the very best alloy for our next generation of skid plate. We ran our test, we hit them with things, and we took measurements along every step of the way, and we've got all of those recorded for you, so you can, follow along with our thought process there if you want. But one of the questions we get all the time is, can aluminum really hold up as well as steel? In this test, what were we trying to measure? Permanent deformation. That means you have exceeded the yield strength of your material and caused an irreversible change, and you have now changed the shape of your panel in this case. Well, when you bend a skid plate on the bottom of your Jeep and you unbolt it, say you're going to do some drive shaft maintenance, replace the drive shaft, work on your transfer case, your transmission, you might have to drop one of your skids. If it's got a bunch of tension in it and you unbolt it and it's now this very concave shape, it's going to be a lot of extra fun getting it back into place. So even if it didn't fail, can you put it back on after maintenance? Let's check out just how flat these things are at the end. Why are we choosing this test? Well, as fun as it would be to aim a 50 cal at any of these and watch them all get blown full of holes, I'm pretty sure if we pick a small enough caliber, we can prove that they're bulletproof. And if we pick something that is armor piercing, we're going to prove that none of them are. So that's not a very analogous test to how well is this going to skid and impact on rocks on the trail under my Jeep. Our mission was to get something that is actually the most useful for you guys. If you drop a 40-pound object from a height like this, and you assume that the distance traveled after it hits is about 3/8 of an inch. And we kind of came up with these numbers before the test, but they ended up being relatively close. Then you could end up seeing about 170,000 newtons of force, or 38,000 pounds for us Americans. That's the equivalent of dropping 2,500 pounds, say half the weight of your vehicle, from 6 inches, which seems entirely plausible when you're going down the trail. All right, so A, that's our 50-52. B, that's our 60-61. And then C, that's our 70-75 T6. And yeah, you can tell it got hit on this side. If I lay it back down flat on the table, impact craters down, I can't really tell. All right, so now that you guys have watched what we've watched, seen the numbers, and seen the bow in these skid plates from just a few good hits, I gotta ask, knowing that this is 50-52, 60-61, 70-75, if you had to do maintenance on your vehicle tomorrow, which one of these do you think is gonna last and get bolted back up every time for the longest amount of time? Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hopefully we'll catch you for the next one. See you guys on the trail. And keep watching. We're going to have another video here soon where we're going to be using this. It has a big D-ring and a big hook. We're going to find out how this works. Once it gets to the top, the battery is going to be disconnected, and we're going to see how long they survive before one of them comes down the fastway. All right, so I'm not sure who ducked me with this duck. Crazy Cat 22 TikTok. But thank you. Your duck is going into uncharted territories today. This is like getting on a roller coaster that was set up at the county fair.
We're here for video, not for fun. And
Isn't it the same thing?
I hate. Can we get a different operator? All right, is everybody recording what we need to record?
Yes, I'm just going to do it from way further back.
No, we're up here already. Damn, that's a good take. All right, we're at about 14 feet. As the slope goes.
You ever meet that couple and realize they must have been married for like 100 years, but they're both like 20, 30 years old?
How far is it? Stop
I was angry.
I'm standing here. I don't know which one. Your stomach is. That's hurtful.
It's gonna hurt real bad.
Where are you going, John?
To the moon. We're going to the top. 2, 1. You gotta be kidding me. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. 3, 2, 1. Jesus.